Okay, but where is Kamala Harris right now? When you have people like AOC, Bernie Sanders.
So there is this viral clip of a young voter asking a very important question: where is Kamala Harris? And honestly, it's a fair question. Why we have seen politicians like AOC, Bernie Sanders, and even Tim Walz going to red districts trying to connect with voters. Kamala Harris seems well missing from the action, and even one of her supporters is questioning it. Let's dive into this, hear what people are saying, and figure out what is really going on.
Okay, but where is Kamala Harris right now? When you have people like AOC, Bernie Sanders, Tim Walz, all these people going to red districts to talk to people, there was obviously a movement within the Democratic Party to go and try and get these votes and get these people and get an understanding. How are you going to be the former vice president and the person who was trying to campaign as a president to be a strong leader and not be anywhere to be seen? If she was the leader that she claimed to be and to want to be, she would be out there doing these exact same things. So where is she? As somebody who was very firmly in the she would make a great president, and I still believe that, I'm at a loss for words. I want to know where she's at and why she's also not doing any of these things. I don't know. That's just...
She is minding her own goddamn business, boy. Actually, she's gearing up to run in 2028, but that's neither here nor there. You voted for this shit. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? You probably didn't vote. You didn't vote for Harris. You didn't vote for Trump because they're both for genocide. You're one of those. You didn't vote at all. So with that, fudge you too, because I don't want to get this video taken down.
Back home in California. When she got off the plane after the inauguration, she announced she was going to go and help with the recovery efforts of the wildfires. She's doing something. And just because she's not out there showing you or me or anyone else does not mean she's not doing anything. You didn't want her as President of the United States. A lot of you did not vote for her. The anti-blackness, the racism, the misogyny, the sexism towards the former vice president was sickening. It was horrible. It was absolutely gross. A lot of you were in my comment section bitching and moaning at me because I called out that Maya chick for her anti-blackness. And you all came after me like a shot. And I called you all out in your anti-blackness and I blocked you all. She was not elected. So she's back home minding her business. Right?
Kamala Harris is at the house with the rest of the 92% minding her business. That's where she's at. She ran, she warned, she told all of America voting for this man was a bad idea. They decided not to listen to Kamala. She don't owe y'all nothing, white America and other America. She told you, you didn't listen. So now you get what you get. You're in the FA and the FO. What does she have to say to you that she hasn't said already when it really would have mattered? How about, in the immortal words of Kevin Hart's father, you gonna learn today.
Okay, pop quiz, my guy. If you apply for a job, you interview for it, and you don't get selected, do you still go there and do work even though you weren't hired and you're not going to get paid for it? Because the last time I checked, some of your fellow Caucasians did not vote for her, so I'm not really sure what you're expecting her to do at this point.
Your business.
You know what's interesting? When Bush was out here claiming weapons of mass destruction, throwing us in different conflicts and wars. Nobody asked where Al Gore was. Nobody was like, I want to know what Al Gore has to say about this. Why isn't Al Gore speaking up? Kamala's out here getting her nails done. She's getting her hair pressed. Okay? She's getting a massage. She's on a kayak in Hawaii. Maybe ask where Jill Stein is. Maybe ask why Chuck Schumer is out here. That man's about to retire, and he did us dirty. But maybe ask those questions. Ask where the people who are still in office are. Nancy Pelosi. All the GOP senators who voted and are consistently supporting this foolishness. Ask where they are. Don't ask the lady who you guys made clear that you did not want in office where she is. Don't ask where that lady is. She was put through the ringer. Everybody questioned her qualifications. They questioned her intelligence. They questioned her ethnicity. They questioned whether she slept her way to the top. They questioned her birthright. They questioned if she worked at McDonald's for real. I mean, everybody was asking all these questions that had nothing to do with policy. And she spoke on a lot of policy. But, well, all the people who voted against it, either they didn't pay attention or they just did not care. Maybe ask why those people decided that it was a good idea to vote against their own interests. But stop asking where Kamala is.
You'll note that everyone you mentioned, AOC, Bernie Sanders, Tim Walz, and them, you'll note that they are House representatives, they are governors, they are senators. Kamala Harris is a private citizen now, or did you forget that? Yeah, she doesn't have a governmental position anymore. When you leave office as the VP, unless you've already got something else lined up, you are not in the public eye anymore. I mean, Bill Clinton's still out there. How much did he do when he left office? How about Barack Obama? Barack only ever came out when it was time to try and help endorse others to be elected. How come you're not talking about Biden? He's only served one term in office. Technically speaking, he is eligible for another term. Why isn't he out there talking? You're just talking about Kamala. Why? And if you bother to sit down and actually do a little bit of research, you would know. She is taking a little bit of time to spend with her family, her husband in particular, out of the spotlight of everything, while planning what she's going to do next, which appears to be running for governor of California. Or did you forget? It hasn't even been 2 fucking months. 2 months. We have not hit 2 months that she's been out of office. Is she not allowed to breathe? Is she not allowed to have a little personal and private time now that she has 0 responsibilities? Is that not allowed now? And not being mean, but considering how hard this country failed her, considering what this country has done and who it put in the fucking office, what the fuck do you think she owes anybody? This country failed Kamala Harris. We knew what to expect. We knew what was coming. And now that we're in the fucking middle of it, you want to cry for Kamala? You had your fucking chance. And now we're getting what we deserve. Kamala will be around when she's good and fucking ready. And as far as somebody like me who voted for her is concerned, y'all lucky she'll come back for you and keep fighting. Because all made it clear that you would rather sit home and not vote, or protest vote third party, or allow the Nazi white supremacists of this country take control.
How many times do we have to tell you, keep our president's name out your motherfucking mouths? You didn't want her hands in shit. You didn't want her input. You didn't want to hear shit she had to say. As far as y'all were concerned, that black woman couldn't do shit for you. The only reason why she was allowed to be vice president is because she was under Biden. But y'all have a hard time with a black person being running shit, let alone a black woman. Y'all made the statements that y'all had Obama. What y'all want something else? Well, we wanted somebody who was going to do the job. And now you got the person in there that you asked for. If you did not vote for Kamala Harris, then you got the exact person that you deserved in office. And now you want to know where in the fuck she at? Minding her good goddamn business. Like the rest of the 92%. Our asses are on fucking hiatus. She is a black woman. She is on hiatus. This is not her job. This is not her problem. This is not her fucking business. Y'all fix this shit. You fucked it up. You fucking fix it.
It is a fair question and honestly a necessary one. Where is Kamala Harris right now? Because when you see politicians like Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, Bernard Sanders, and even state-level figures like Tim Walz going into red districts, talking to voters who hasn't necessarily on their side and making an effort to bridge gaps, it shows a real strategy. It shows how an understanding that if Democrats want to secure votes and build long-term trust, they can't just rely on blue strongholds. They have to do the work, go into unfamiliar territory, and engage with people who might not naturally align with them. That is how you shift political landscape. So when this young person says they were firmly in the camp of believing Kamala Harris would make a great president, that they still believe in her but are now at a loss for words, that is something to take seriously. It's not just a critical coming from a random opponent. It's coming from someone who wants to see her succeed. Someone who believes in her leadership but now feels let down. That should ring alarm bells. And the thing is, this isn't the first time people have asked this question. Kamala Harris has constantly faced criticism for being absent in key political moments, whether it was on immigration, criminal justice reform, or economic messaging. There have been times when even supporters were left wondering why she wasn't at the forefront. And let's be honest, this is especially important now, when Biden's approval rating hasn't exactly stellar, and the Democratic Party needs every bit of strong leadership they can get. Because here's the reality, Kamala Harris isn't just the vice president, she's the presumed future of the party. If Biden doesn't run again, if he steps down before a second term is complete, she's the one who is next in line. That means she should be out there proving that she has the what it takes to lead. But instead, she's nowhere to be seen in the way that really matters. And let's break this down forward. Why hasn't we seen her? If she was out there holding town halls, visiting swing states, engaging with different communities, wouldn't that be front and center? Wouldn't we be seeing coverage of it just like we see for Biden, Sanders, or AOC when they make their rounds? The fact that we are not hearing about it tells us that either she isn't doing these things, or if she is doing them in such a low impact way that they are not even registering in the national conversations. This brings us to another key point. Visibility in politics is everything. It's not just about doing the work behind closed doors. It's about showing the people that you are doing the work. Politics is in many ways a performance, and right now the perception is that Kamala Harris is that is a problem. Now, some might argue that she's been strategically kept out of the spotlight because of how the media treats her. It's no secret that she's been unfairly criticized at times. From her laugh being dissented to people questioning her every move, it's clear that she gets more pushback than some of her male counterparts. But at the same time, leadership requires facing the scrutiny head-on. Every politician deals with criticism. Every leader has to navigate a hostile press at some point. If the goal is to prove that she is a strong leader, avoiding tough spaces isn't the way to do it. And let's not forget, if people like Biden Sandra, a self-described democratic socialist, can walk into deep red states and hold town halls, if AOC can debate with conservative voters in their own backyard, if other democratic figures can take the risk, then Kamala Harris, the sitting vice president of the United States, should absolutely be able to do the same. The young person in that clip says something really important. They are not saying they don't support Kamala anymore. They are saying that they want to see her in action. They want to believe in her leadership, but she is making it hard to do so. And that is a dangerous place for any politicians to be, where even their supporters are starting to ask, what are you doing? Because let's be real, this isn't just about 2024. This is about the long game. The Democratic Party is facing serious challenges. They need a bench of strong, visible leaders who can step up when necessary. Kamala Harris should be one of them. But right now, the perception is that she's not playing that through, and it's creating doubt. And this isn't just an internet debate. This is something voters are noticing. If people are already feeling disconnected from the party's leadership, how much worse does that get when the vice president is nowhere to be seen? This is the exact kind of situation that leads to voting disengagement. It's the kind of thing that makes people stay home on election day, and Democrats cannot afford that. Now let's talk about the reactions to the clip, because they have been all over the place. Some people completely agree and are frustrated, saying, yeah, I used to be excited about Kamala, but now I don't even know what she's doing. Others are defending her, saying she's working behind the scene and just not getting media coverage. And then, of course, you have conservative using this as a proof that she was never a strong leader to begin with. But here's the thing, none of these reactions change the fact that this question is valid. Where is Kamala Harris? Why isn't she actively making the case for why she, and by extension the Democratic Party, should be trusted with leadership? And if she's doing that work, why isn't it reaching the people who need to see it? And at the end of the day, politics is about showing up. It's about making people believe in your vision. And right now, even people who want to believe in Kamala Harris are struggling to do so. That should be a wake-up call. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Kamala is being unfairly criticized, or do you agree that she needs to be way more visible? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more breakdowns like this. I will see you in the next one.